God for sparing us with the fury of the typhoon that we're able. APP, you can just sit down. The APP is the story of this year's expedition. You know, last year we climbed Mount Everest. It's the story of the first Filipinos to reach the summit. But what you'll be seeing is the story of the 3 Filipinas. It's about a 4 minutes presentation. Fred, we can start with that. I would like to show this to you before we start our stories.
Tatlong ordinaryong Pinay. Isang di ordinaryong paglalakbay. Natigil man sa training si Janet dahil sa pagdadalang tao. Nagkulang man sa punto. Tinamaan man ng altitude sickness si Noel at nawalan man ng radio contact ang isa sa kanila. Hindi sila kailanman sumunod. Kung kinaya ng Pinoy, kaya din ng Pinay. May 16, 2007. Inukit sa kasaysayan ng mundo ang galing ng Pinay. The first ASEAN women to summit Mount Everest. Noel Wenceslao.
Maglakas loob ka kasi yun talaga eh. Hindi pa rin sabihin hindi mo kaya.
Karina Dayondo.
Masaya ako at saka proud na proud ako.
Janet Benarmino.
Ipakita mo na kaya mo kasi tayo mo talaga kasi Pilipino ka.
Ang kauna-unahang grupo ng kababaihan sa buong mundo na umakyat mula Tibet North Face patungo sa tuktok ng Mount Everest at bumaba sa Nepal South Face. Muli na naman nating pinatunayan na ang lahing Pilipino ay lahing hindi sumusuko. Sa tagumpay ng buong Philippine Mount Everest team.
Buhay Pilipinas!
Talaga namang angat ang tibay ng Pinay.
Now you have a glimpse and you have an overview about exactly the kind of stories and adventure that we have been for the past few years. Anyway, again, we have to thank God and all the opportunities that we were able to make it here. We were in Cebu last weekend. As a matter of fact, I just arrived this morning. They arrived yesterday. I text Rochelle that as long as the weather allows it, of course, we don't mind going here in the middle of a typhoon or storm. We have experienced that in Mount Everest, so there's really nothing new for us, but you know, as long as the weather allows that we can fly in from Visayas, then we will be a part of your afternoon affair. But thank God, somehow the storm veers somewhere and it's really creating all the havoc there in northern Luzon. Anyway, by now, I think you've heard and read about the stories of the Philippine Mount Everest expedition. About 6 months ago, we were still fighting for our lives, trying to survive in the one of the harshest environment and weather conditions of the world. We're there at Mount Everest. The women are preparing for their final climb. I was there supervising the climb at 22,000 feet. That's as far as we can go. Beyond that, you have to pay a lot. We cannot afford beyond those demarcation lines, so only 3 women going up. But we're waiting and waiting and acclimatizing ourselves. We have arrived earlier, month of March, acclimatize your body. And so, after more than a month of training and acclimatization, going there early, we have to wait for the window or the time that the wind at the summit or the weather at the summit will be tolerable. When you talk of tolerable, you will not be literally blown off the exposed surface of the mountain, because the wind can be stronger even than Typhoon Mina. 150 to, can go as strong as 200 miles per hour on a bad day. So I called up the weatherman. Our weatherman this is an old Filipino team. Our weatherman is Dr. Voltaire Velasco. He's a young man of 28 years old. A doctor, we call doctor because a doctor of environmental physics, who finished his masteral and doctoral in Bremen University. On May 15, he was piloted by NASA as a climatologist. So you see, we have the best brain available. He was sending us weather report, and the latest he gave me, when I called him up and checked, that was May 12. You know, at times your satellite phone will not work because of the weather, but somehow at 11 o'clock, I was able to connect. May 16, between 6 in the morning to about 10 o'clock in the morning, the wind at the summit is only between 20 to 25 kilometers per hour. So, 20 to 25, you'll not be blown off. That is tolerable. So, the 3 girls, because everything is solid, or if not snow, they're chipping block of ice and melt it,